Loveline is meant for an adult audience.
Loveline may contain sexually oriented content.
Listener discretion is advised.
Oh, now here's Loveline.
With Riki Rachtman, Dr. Drew, and Adam Carolla.
Welcome to the show that is called Loveline, 5 nights a week, taking your calls at 1-800-LOVE-191. That's 568-3191. Talking about love, talking about relationships, talking about sex, talking why it itches, scratches, or drips. I'm Riki Rachtman with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew is a board-certified internist and addiction medicine specialist. And this is an important show tonight. I want everybody to gather up. I want everybody to call all the Loveline listening fans and just hang with us tonight. We're going to have a fun time. There's no guests. I'm going to make an announcement in an hour. And when I make this announcement, I don't want to hear anything about it. I still want it to be Loveline like we know. Does that make sense?
No.
Well, just listen. I'm going to make an announcement. Everybody listen. It's going to be in an hour. But I'm going to make a revelation I made today, okay? This is a revelation, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this. Do you know how to make a relationship work? I know how women can please men. And don't mean this means anything in my personal life.
Oh, yeah, right.
You're drawing off your cat's life?
Go ahead, you lizards.
Listen. Right. You know what you girls have to do, what you women have to do once in a while? Us guys, okay? We're always working on something, okay?
Yep.
We're always trying to get something done, whether it's just making a bench outside or whether it's just making the bed. We're like morons trying to build things or working. Just tell us we do okay sometime. And this doesn't have anything to do with my personal life, okay?
No, but that's actually...
But you know what I mean? Guys are dumb. Guys need to be told a lot, a real lot. Hey, that barbecue you made was a really good barbecue.
Right, need to be supported.
You did a good job.
Nurtured.
Even, and us guys, we do stupid crap, you know?
Right.
You know, just say, hey, you're working your ass off. That was really good what you did today.
That's why guys do it, too. I mean, that's half of why they do it. I mean, the barbecue isn't just to put the burgers on. They do it so they can get some kudos from the old lady once in a while.
And the barbecue is our thing.
Oh, yeah.
That is our thing. No, Drew.
Don't go to the barbecue tonight. No.
Okay, we're not going to talk about it, but that
right.
I am right.
All right.
Barbecue. Women need to be told sometimes, and it's not when they're ready to go out, just at any given time, man, you look good.
Yep.
Just at any given time, and it doesn't, in the morning, man, you look good. And even if they don't, you know, just say, you look good, and they say, no, you look good, and just leave it at that. And then girls, you just say, you done good. How's that? That's my revelation.
So you say you look good, and they go, nice job on the barbecue, and the marriage lasts forever.
Forever. That's all it takes. 1-800-LOVE-191's the number. 568-3191. Faxes come to us at 310-854-4455.
Thank you.
I wasn't going to blow my New Year's resolution. It was to learn the fax number. This is Nathan. Nathan, welcome to Loveline.
Yeah, I have this problem. See, I was making out with my girl for the first time, and my testicles started hurting like crap, like someone had kicked me there or something.
Do they still hurt?
No, not anymore, but I mean it was really bad.
You mean you've never been to that place?
No.
What's it called, Adam?
Blue Ballville?
Blue Ballville. You checked into the Blue Ball Motel.
I think the King had a song about that, and Linda Ronstadt had one called Blue Ball You. On Blue Ball You.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Nathan's there.
Yeah, you checked in, Nathan. Nathan.
Yeah.
You know what happens? Your male testicle's a lot like a chainsaw.
Oh, my God.
You fire it up, and those babies run, and they burn hard, and they burn fast, and if you don't find a tree pretty quick to fall, you're going to be in trouble. Do you know what I'm saying? You're running off two-stroke.
I got to ask you this question, because this has been... No, not you, Nathan. Hold on a second. You, Adam.
Yeah.
Have you written down about a million... I mean, I think that I always thought that I was really good in my analogies. Mm-hmm. And but whatever they say, you will come up with usually some sort of utensil, okay?
Yeah.
And
motorized equipment.
Something, and throw it in there, and in a weird way, it makes sense. Yeah. And I'm thinking that if Nathan would have called up and Nathan would have said... You know, I don't know what's wrong. You know, every time I wake up in the morning, my hair falls out. If you would have said, you know, hair is like a chainsaw.
Your scalp's a lot like a hibachi.
Or do you have different utensils in one column with different problems in one come, and you're just waiting to use it, or did it come up at the top of your head?
It just comes out. I don't think at the top of my head, but through my left ear. Actually, it just spoos out, and I think, geez, I ought to write that down. Like every 10th one, I go, hey, that was a good one, and then I forget to write it down.
Right. And you're not helped at all, are you, Nathan?
Nathan, it's normal. Don't worry about it. As long as it's not continuing to hurt, it's a normal phenomenon. Don't worry about it, okay?
All right.
You got to make some biscuits now, Nathan. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, Nathan, making biscuits? You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Nathan?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. That's so funny. That doesn't mean anything.
He doesn't know what you mean. He's going to smack his penis on the edge of the counter like the Pillsbury dough roll and go, nothing's coming out.
Hey, you got to flap some pancakes. You know what I mean? You got to skin those worms.
Yeah.
Got them fish.
They don't call them Johnnies for nothing.
1-800-LOVE-191's the number. It's Loveline, and this is Sarah. Hey, Sarah, you're on Loveline.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
I got a question. Okay. I know it hurts the first time you have sex. I mean, I wouldn't know because I'm a virgin, but,
Was it painful for you, Adam?
It was painful for my partner, which was a beanbag chair, I believe at the time it was 77.
Sarah?
Okay, and my friend, she's 15, and she's had sex a couple times, and she told me that, it hurts, like, the next time you have sex and, like, the next couple times.
Well, if at your guy's age, you know, it's such an intense, anxiety-provoking situation to be engaged in somebody in that manner that it causes something called vaginismus, where the pelvic muscles just kind of tighten up and causes a lot of pain. So, you know, if it's continuing to hurt, probably the most common reason for that would be that you're just uptight about it. I would say, don't worry about it. When you're older, it's not that big a deal in terms of the discomfort you experience, okay?
And
either the first time or the subsequent times.
And soon you won't even know when you're having sex. You'll be doing a crossword on your husband's, the top of your husband's head, and you won't even realize that he's on you. So you got that to look forward to.
It's like mopping the floor. You know what I mean, Sarah?
Good night, Sarah.
Little floor mopping.
You got to
know
make
what I'm
hay
talking
while
about?
the sun shines. Am I right, Ricky?
Yeah, I'm reading your mail. Jason, you're on Loveline.
Hello,
Hey.
guys. Hey,
Yeah.
Dr. Drew.
Yes, sir.
For you.
Yeah.
When you accidentally bite your lip
Right.
on the inside of your mouth, okay?
Yes.
They 9 times out of 10 don't heal for me.
You got an ulcer.
It turns into a little like a canker sore,
Mm-hmm.
but it lasts quite a while.
Does it proliferate? Do you get other canker sores in that area too, or just the one?
Once in a while, yeah. Then
Yeah.
they multiply.
All right.
Is there a vitamin I can take to make those heal quicker, or
you know,
I don't know if I have something.
I get the same thing as Jason.
Yeah, I do too.
What about that lysine stuff?
Yeah, lysine has been suggested, but it really doesn't work very well. If you have,
Yeah, but don't tell him that. He had a whole placebo thing going in his head.
Matt, you know, there's more than Jason listening, Adam. You might be
Well,
surprised
everyone had a
about that.
placebo thing going in their head.
But there is a medication. Some of the antiviral medications can be useful for this. If you have a bad outbreak, go to the doctor. Zovirax tends to work for this in relatively smaller doses than you'd get, say, if you had genital herpes.
Jason?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to just shuck some corn, you know what I mean?
It's normal,
They're
Jason.
really annoying. You can't eat anything
Yep.
salty. You can't.
Gargle with pineapple juice.
No. And don't. You know, it's a virus. You can transmit it, so be careful.
Right.
Pineapple juice? Let's talk to Jeff right now. Jeff, you're on Loveline.
Hey, how's it going, guys? How you doing?
Good.
Well, I called up because I have this problem. I like to put my lips in between hips, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Put my lips in between hips.
If that was normal.
Is that normal?
Yeah, I mean...
That would be normal.
It's not like, I mean, I'll go into a bar and I'll just, you know, the first thing that I see, if I see a woman, and that's the first thing that I think of. You know, not just want to jump in a sack. I mean, I'm more of a wanting to please than to be pleased.
Well, that's a healthy notion sexually, and that'll get the repeat customer things going, right? I mean, every woman we have on this show and every woman that calls up always complains that guys either don't do it right or don't do enough of it, so
Or don't care.
So it's not a bad direction to go sexually if you're a guy.
And the good thing, especially if you lose your erection, you can start doing that.
Right.
And they won't know that you're like, you can just pretend, you know.
Yeah, but eventually you're going to get called out.
I know.
Does that ever happen to you?
It's like raking the leaves. You know what I mean, Adam?
Oh, yeah.
Justin, you're on Loveline.
Justin?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Just want to say I love I love listening to you guys.
Thanks.
And I got a question for Dr. Drew.
Yes, sir.
Like I'm 14 years old, and when I masturbate, no sperm comes out. I just wanted to know if
Has that ever happened?
That's called scratching your nuts, by the way.
Has it ever come out?
No.
Do you have wet dreams?
No.
Well, you're not going to tell him to take some stamps out again, are you?
No, it's just that
That's still the
it
stupidest
will
thing I've heard in
happen
my
when
life.
you're
32 cents a stamp costs now.
Yeah.
$1.50 to find out if you got an erection.
No, I'm sure.
For me, it'd be like 80 cents.
I'm sure he functions normally. It's just that you're not really well enough into puberty for that kind of thing to be happening. It will happen in good time.
Drew, when did you start having yourself?
Thanks, Justin.
You won't even dignify that with an answer.
Somebody talking to me?
Do you mean when today? 1-800-LOVE-191's the number. This is Emily. Hey, Emily, you're on Loveline.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Okay, I got a question for Dr. Drew.
Emily.
I have what's called fibrocystic disease.
Fibrocystic breast.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've heard that you cannot take birth control pills with that disease because it'll just cause your breast to get more tender and even more lumpy or whatever.
It can sometimes. Sometimes it can make it better.
It can?
Yeah.
Is that like cystic fibrosis?
No. It's not.
Well, it's got the same words in there.
No.
They're just
Is that like
spread around.
dextromethorphan?
Cystic
What, say it
fibrosis.
again?
Dextromethorphan.
What's that?
Basically,
I don't know.
she has lumps in her breast.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like you have cystic fibrosis, but you're dyslexic. You have fibrocystic.
Yeah,
Cystic
exactly.
fibrosis is a lung disease you're born with. But
Cystic fibrosis in Pig Latin.
Okay.
Emily, I would say you should discuss it with your doctor. I wouldn't be too.
Fibrocystic A.
Okay, well,
I wouldn't be too disinclined to take it. I think it might be worthwhile. You can try. Stop if you get too much tenderness or
okay,
cyst formation.
also, there's like, I want to go on to Accutane,
Yeah.
and I heard that you have to take birth control pills
Yeah.
to be on Accutane.
Yeah. You pretty much have to.
You definitely have to?
Well, you don't definitely have to, but there's such a legal problem with Accutane causing deformities in pregnancy. There's such a liability associated with that most people won't prescribe it unless you're definitely on some kind of birth control.
Okay, can I say something to Ricky real quick? Ricky, have you ever heard of the band Sam I Am?
Of course I've had. You know what? I had a snowboard party last year and I had Sam I Am play. They rule.
Ricky, you have to invite me. They are my favorite band. in
Well,
America.
listen, they're working on a new album right now.
Are they?
Oh, I think it might even be done. They rule.
They rule so bad, and you guys need to play them on there and play more Beastie Boys and not from like.
Oops.
Well, she really had a new direction for the show, didn't she? It wasn't Sam I Am the name of the album that Sam, what's his name, who won Star Search in like 87 came out
Sam
with?
Harris?
Yeah. Wasn't that the name of his record? Oh, he's huge.
Yeah. Hey, I got a fax. Dear Ricky, if you look on the cover of The Little Mermaid, on the castle, one of the towers is a dick. And on Aladdin, when Aladdin is coming to pick up Jasmine on the carpet ride, turn up the volume on the TV really high and you might hear her say, "Good teenagers take their clothes off."
Oh, come on.
Let me tell you this. If you stare at a carpet
wait,
remnant long
hold
enough-
on. What did you say? Mike got his balls removed recently. What did you just say?
I've heard that they're referring to.
Now, have you ever listened to it?
Yes.
And they
you
say
heard
that?
it.
If you know what they're saying, you can hear them say that.
You know what that is? That is, remember that movie 3 Men and a Baby?
Yeah.
Right.
There's a scene in it when this gives me the chills
The
even
ghost?
talking about it. Yeah, where you see that dead baby, that dead guy standing in the window.
Yes.
It's one of those urban myths. Dude, that is such a load of crap.
Try listening to it sometime, though.
I'm not going to listen to
pretty fun.
Aladdin. Out of all the Disney movies, that was like the lamest one. Lion King.
And listen, if you say anything while it's happening, it will be like the song "Taking Care of
Dude,
Business."
What?
By BTO.
Yeah.
I said "Taking Care of Pistons" for 11 years, and I just said Pistons every time, and it was Pistons.
Great song in the 70s by Pilot. Whoa, ho, ho, it's my dick.
You know.
Right. Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche.
Douche, you know. I still. It isn't that.
I think it is a douche.
okay.
I never got that. Here's another fact. Hey, what is a steroid psychosis, and how would it apply to a person on prednisone who is an already marked paranoid persona? I think that fact is for Adam.
No, this is for me.
Oh.
Steroid psychosis is from medications, corticosteroids like prednisone, and it makes people get kind of wacky. If you're already paranoid, the steroids might make it worse, might make it better. Some people get kind of euphoric on prednisone. But this guy's already on prednisone. It's kind of a screwy question. You need to ask it again and clarify it, Paul.
Let me ask you this, Drew. How come all big words in the medical field, how come about half of them start with a P?
No.
What is that?
Well, you don't pronounce half of them when the P's there.
I know, but there's still a P right at the front. Is that some kind of weird, some Latin guy who had a P fetish?
No, if you stare at it long enough, there'll be a special code in there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It'll look like a penis?
No.
All right.
Pat! Hi, Pat.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm basically calling to say I love Loveline, and I've been listening since Chicago finally got air.
Chicago never had air? How did you guys breathe?
Airtime with Loveline.
Go ahead. What's up?
All right. Now, the philosopher warrior.
Yes.
Yes. Now, exactly what happened after the concert with the Hooter chick?
Well, let me be honest with you now, Pat. I talk a pretty good story up here, but I'm really a one-man woman. And I started going out with someone about a week before the Hooter girl incident. And I'm only coming clean because
she is listening
she may be
tonight,
listening
and you know it.
At this point.
Dude, I've learned my lesson.
The Hooter girl's really hot. And as a matter of fact, we're supposed to go to Universal Studios on Tuesday just as like a friendly thing, but it ended up raining.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get into that. The point is she's real nice. We keep in touch, but I have not...
Did you ever touch her? Did you ever touch her, Hooters?
No,
Liar!
not
Liar!
Come on.
Not on purpose. No, not sober.
Not
no,
on purpose.
no.
Dang.
Okay, Pat. Let that be a lesson to all you men. Just because you can have it doesn't mean you need to have it. Although it wouldn't hurt.
I don't believe that that's coming from Adam. I really don't believe that that's coming from Adam. Let's talk to Ray. Ray, you're on Loveline. Hey, wait. Ray, hold on a second, okay? What city are you calling from?
I'm calling from Chicago also.
Well, then the idea of getting some pizza here tonight. I'm so starving. I wanted, some pizza, Ann. We can't give the address out, can we? Oh, man, I want some food. I'm hungry.
All right, well, I just wanted to say I enjoyed
I don't care, Ray. I'm hungry, damn it.
Maybe people know where this is.
Nobody knows where Westwood went. On Washington.
All right.
I don't even know where we are. We're on Washington and something in Culver City.
Well, let's have him drop it off in a hollow tree.
Did you just take that out, Ray? Did you just take that out, Mike, that had his balls removed?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
What's up, Ray?
Okay, I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah, Ray.
Okay, my roommate and I are both pre-med students.
Where?
Actually, we're at Chicago Scholl Podiatry School, actually.
Oh, I saw what's-her-face, that blonde, Sally Struthers. That's a school she advertises for.
All right.
Rifle making, VCR repair, or pre-med?
Rifle making.
Go ahead, Ray.
Okay.
Toaster
my girlfriend
repair.
and I, when we have sex, she can practically wet the bed.
Yeah.
Okay, I call it ejaculation. He calls it secretion.
Right.
I don't believe it. I believe it's ejaculation. Can women do that?
Well, have you ever studied the pelvic anatomy?
Yeah,
Where would they
hasn't?
produce? How would they produce semen or sperm?
Exactly. There's no ducts there, but I'm
Right.
telling you, we're talking 64 ounces.
There are two things that can happen. One is there's something called female orgasmic incontinence. They actually can urinate sometimes. And that's one of the possibilities. The other is that there is a multiplicity of glands down there. There's Bartholin's glands, Skene's glands, glands in the vaginal wall, and they can produce a lot of material, secretion material. And if they're stimulated properly, that sometimes is what will occur. A large
either
volume.
having a good time or taking a leak on me.
One or the other.
Huh?
Even if they're taking a leak, they're having a good time, right?
That's true.
Ray,
Yes.
the correct term is she's a gusher.
Yes. Okay.
She is a gusher, Ray.
All right.
And when she's a gusher, you wear it like a badge of honor, my friend. Okay?
Well, I appreciate it.
And let me tell you, most guys are happy to have anything come out. I mean, they could be hit with a spray of battery acid. They'd be elated.
Yeah, you go down on a girl and she craps in your bed. We'll see how you feel. Michael, you're on Loveline.
That's true.
Hi, you know that Little Mermaid thing?
Yeah.
I just looked at it because I own it, and one of the towers is a penis.
No, it is not.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Wait, this is on the
my God.
cover of the Mermaid tape, or
Yeah,
what?
it's in the middle. There's
You got a fax machine, Michael?
no.
Mikey,
somebody can fax.
Mikey,
Somebody faxes a Little Mermaid thing, and
Michael, you
I never
sure
heard
you
it.
didn't confuse the tower for your bong?
No.
Okay.
yeah. I know the Little Mermaid thing. I cut lines up on it all the time. Okay.
My kids watch Disney films 24 hours a day.
They're going to be crazed sex freaks when they're older.
We've got one of those damn films going at all times.
Which did you like? What Lion King
Personally,
was the best?
Mermaid was a great film too, I thought.
Yeah, so was I, because I had the hots for Ariel. Oh, I
Lion
think we
King.
had this conversation 3 days
Yeah,
ago.
Big Kimba ripoff. I think we're
Right.
discussing
That's what I
this.
said. No, I said I liked Ariel, except you always knew that she smelled like fish. This is Jill. Real quick, Jill. Jill. Hey, Jill.
Hi.
Hi, you're on Loveline.
Hi. Love your show. I got a problem. See, my neighbor, he's...
Usually it would start with, I've got a problem. I love your show.
Right.
Okay. Well, my neighbor, he's 45, I'm 13. And he likes to yell comments at me, like, you know, you're looking good, nice Hooters, stuff like that. And I really don't like it.
Right.
But
How old are you?
13.
You're 13, and how old's your neighbor?
45.
45.
Tell your parents.
Well...
Jill, please. Either do something that you
My
may...
mom is friends with him, so... Like,
Tell your mom.
Tell your mom. Either you have to say some unpleasant things to this guy, and tell him to absolutely lay off, and that you find these comments totally inappropriate and unacceptable, and that your next call is going to be to the whatever local police department is available to you. Or tell your parents, and they'll take care of it.
What if she just said, you'll never get it?
But what if it were?
I don't think she's even going to do that. That's too uncomfortable. Just go straight for the parents.
Of course, it's
straight for the parents.
She shouldn't even have to be in the position of standing up for herself in that situation.
Here's the problem: is people are 13 and they think they're adults and they think they share responsibility, and they don't. You're 13. You're considered a child, and you may look at yourself as an adult, but you're not. And any court in the land is gonna come down on this guy. It's not going to say a damn thing to you. So go right to your parents.
What if, Ricky, you were the father of this girl?
You know what?
We would want her to come, of course.
I gotta be honest. It would be much easier for me to visualize being the old man screaming at the 13-year-old girl.
Adam, you're the father.
I'm already putting rock salt in the shotgun, Drew.
Right. Thank you. Okay, Joe.
I mean, I wish that when we get, we're all older now and we don't live with our folks except Adam, and I wish that there was somebody when we got pissed off about it that we could go tell somebody.
I wish it could be like when you're in school.
Hey, like you had this guy that just lived at your house. It was this big guy with a gun and the long armed line. You could say, hey, Dad, this guy makes me, this guy. There's somebody you could tell, but now we can't tell anybody.
Well, that's why we all have to join a biker club.
Exactly. Welcome back to the show that is called Loveline. Let me give you that number one more time, 1-800-LOVE-191. I'm Riki Rachtman with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla. I'm going to read a fax for you right now. Just got to get this out of the way because we brought this subject up. Somebody said about the Blinded by the Light song, it was written about masturbation. I don't believe that. But they did say the Disney thing is true because we've been talking about all these supposedly hidden messages in Disney films, which I personally don't believe in. And they said that in The Lion King, the monkey says, squash bananas up your ass. Well, I know I don't know much, ladies and gentlemen, but I do know what Rafiki says.
What does he say?
He says, it's so sick that I know this. It's so sick and embarrassing. He says when he's running around, he's saying, Asante Swana Squash Banana.
Yeah. What does that mean?
It doesn't mean
put a
squish
banana in your ass.
Your ass.
Oh, yeah. In Swahili?
Yes,
Yeah,
so
certainly.
Sick that I would
Certain
know
tribes.
that, you know?
And let me tell you, any song that no one knows the meaning of becomes about masturbation eventually. Like Kumbaya, a lot of people don't know what it means.
Well, that
they
really
think it's
is,
about,
that
what
really
is that
is
about?
Closer about
someone's
come by banana.
My Lord.
Something
Okay.
like that.
All right.
Hey, let's go to Josh right now. Josh, you're on Loveline. What's up, man?
Hey, guys. What's up?
Hey.
Josh.
You're calling us.
You're stoned out of your gourd right now.
I know, and this 10-second delay thing over the radio is really tripping.
Josh, there is no delay. That's what pot does to you, man. You're
That's right.
freaking out. You're freaking out. Dude, you got anything?
Anyway, guys,
hey, wait, you got you got anything to eat? You got anything to eat?
Wait, tell us.
Wait, what?
Go ahead, say
What?
it again.
He says, Asante sana squash banana alimeola simesana.
And what does that mean?
I have no idea.
Josh, laugh for us.
Anyway.
Laugh.
Laugh.
Laugh?
You know what? I'm telling you right now.
He's
No,
too
let me
stoned
tell
to
you.
to laugh.
For people that don't know, we have decided through years of research working on the show that there's a laugh when people are stoned, okay? Right now, I don't do drugs, I don't drink anymore. It's been a long time, almost 8 years since I've done any of that stuff, okay? But I can remember being stoned, and I can remember when I was, so stoned that I couldn't even, get out of my chair. Josh right now is because tell me, Josh, you're so stoned right now that it feels like somebody just poured concrete on your legs, right? That you can't even get up, huh? Dude, you are so stoned right now.
Kind of hard.
Yeah, and you know what? And the beauty, for people that have the audacity to say that pot slows you down, that pot makes you sound stupid. I mean, thank God there's people like Josh to prove those people wrong, right, Josh?
Right. But you know what really sucks? Is you're stoned off your ass to the point where you can't get up. Sorry, I cussed. But then you get really, really hungry, but you don't want to get up.
Right. There's the dilemma. You're starving,
and this is a
but
really
you can't
important
move.
thing right now, isn't it, Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but pot doesn't do anything to you, does it? Nothing damaging, right?
Well, that comes to my question here. I want to know if it's true if pot really does shrink your winky.
Well, it can lower your testosterone production. And maybe shrink your testes, maybe delay your puberty. It can cause breast growth.
But I'll tell you the real problem. I'll tell you why people think this is because we get back to the food thing. You chow down so much that your gut starts to slop over your belt, over your shorts so far that you can no longer find your penis. You know, all fat guys have small penises.
And
it's relative.
And chicks also don't feel that a guy is really going to do damage, especially when a guy calls his unit a winky. You know?
Winky.
They're not too scared about it.
That's right. That's right. That's why you call it like the Gilded Warrior or something. You call it Winky. That's
the
cute.
battering ram.
Right. The flight deck.
What do you call him, Jamie?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I have a really big problem. Okay, when I was 6, my mother left, and she was gone for 10 years. And last September, she showed back up.
And where were you during those 10 years?
I lived with my grandparents for about 5, and then I got put into the system.
Mm-hmm. Foster system.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was in foster homes, group homes. I was in 13 placements.
How was that?
Huh?
How was that?
How did I end up in 13?
No, how was that? Was it an okay experience? Was it terrible? Was it...
Well, it was at the time, but when I look back on it now, I learned a lot.
She said 13 placements in 5 years.
That's some money. That's what
That's
happened.
like every 5 months you're getting moved to another home.
Yeah,
Why?
I was in homes, and then because of the abandonment and other issues, when I was little, they put me in like state hospitals and stuff.
What were you doing?
The state hospital they put me in because they said I was a chronic runaway, and I was a danger to myself.
Were you trying to hurt yourself?
No.
Okay.
No. But, this is a real problem. I came and lived with her, December of last year, and I lived with her for 6 months.
This is your real mom.
Yeah, and we fought constantly. I wanted to seriously kill her. And then I left. I went back to my, home state, Colorado. This is where this all took place. And I'm in Tucson now.
Where did you live?
Huh?
Where did you live?
In Colorado?
I mean, did you live on the street? Did you live with a friend?
No. When I went back?
Yeah.
No, I was still in the system when I lived with my mom, and when I got out, I was in a foster home for 2 weeks, and then they let me emancipate. So then I was on my own.
And where did you live?
I first moved in with a boyfriend, and I was there for a couple of months, and started making money, and then I got my own place. And
Okay, so what can we do for you?
well, I'm trying to get to the problem.
Jamie, can I just interrupt you for 1 second?
You sure can.
How are you making money?
Working my butt off.
Doing what?
I waitressed. I lived in a tourist town, so I made really good money.
Okay. How old was your boyfriend?
24.
Okay.
Well, in those 6 months, I moved to Kansas with a boyfriend, and I ended up getting pregnant. And I called my mom, and I told her what was going on. And I came down here not really wanting to keep the baby at first, and now I want to. I want to keep the baby and do what I have to do and so on. But since I've been here, which has only been about a month, she keeps fighting with me and pushing me and makes me hysterical. And I've been having, like, problems. Like, I get really hysterical, and then I get sick. And she's been pushing me to get the abortion done, and she says that if I don't get it done and if I don't get certain things done, she is going to kick me out.
Jamie, let me ask you a question. You sound, I mean, you've been through a hell of a lot. You sound hello?
Yeah.
Did somebody pick up another phone?
No, my earring.
Oh, I thought it was your mom or something. I mean, it sounds like, you know, that you've got to kind of stand up to the plate right now, and it sounds like there might be a possibility that you could make it on your own. How important is it for you to live with your mom?
I hate her.
That is obvious. And I'll tell you, you're 18 right now. You are an adult.
You've lived on your own.
You've lived on your own before. I mean, everybody always says, look, there's times when it's really good to have a family relationship. Everybody thinks, yeah, you've got to have a good family relationship. You've got a really crappy family relationship. I don't know if you're going to be able to work it out. Maybe you will in the future. But I think right now, priority number one is what, Jamie?
Myself and my baby.
Exactly. Those are the top priorities.
How far along are you?
I'm 2.5 months.
Well, and you want to keep the baby, okay? It's not about what your mom thinks. It's not about your mom thinking. That's not a healthy thing. You got to take care of you. You got to take care of this baby.
Well, the problem is like I just moved down here and I just got a job and I just started making money, and she's like today, like 4 times today, she threatened to kick me out. If I get kicked out, I have no place to go. I have one support, which is my best friend, Melissa.
Yeah, but
and she can't do much for me either.
Begin making plans to get out of there, though, so those kinds of threats don't mean anything to you.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully you can hold it together enough that you can live there till you are enough independent to get out.
Well, I can hold it together, but
Yeah.
I don't know about my mom.
But I understand
Yeah,
that.
and you're also going to be going through all sorts of mood changes as you
Oh,
get
yeah.
pregnant, and you're going to be stressed out enough as it is.
It sounds like you've survived remarkably well under the circumstances. You know, I mean, is your mom resentful that you're pregnant?
I don't know. Well, no.
I mean-
well, because she had me when she was young.
I think her mom probably draws a lot of parallels between her when she was young and pregnant and
well,
Jamie.
she also says that if I have the baby, she's going to take care of it. And I told her that I would not let a woman...
This is a woman that says, have an abortion. I want you to have an abortion. You have an abortion. And if you have the baby, I'll take care of it.
Well, she probably meant I'll have to take care of it.
Said I'll have to take care
Right.
of it. And I
She'll
told
be
her,
saddled
"No
with this
way, I'd
burden."
let you take
Yeah, I want a lady taking care of my kid, the same lady that told you not to have the kid. Then you have the kid and you take care of it.
Lady who abandoned you.
Forget it.
10 years.
Jamie, it sounds like you're handling your life by yourself a lot better without your mom. I'm sorry to say, and I don't know what the hell she expects after being the kind of parent she's been.
And it's real sad to say this, but sometimes even with your own family, you have to cut your own losses. I mean, they're your own blood, and God, it'd be the greatest thing in the world to have a relationship with them. But sometimes they're whacked,
Yeah.
and even though they were the ones who brought you into this world, you have to cut them loose. I mean, emotionally and physically, there's just nothing you can do. You got to cut your losses.
Right now, we're going to go to Phil. Phil, you're on Loveline.
Hey, Adam, I got a term for you for women sort of pleasuring themselves.
Now, just so you know, we've got Bakersfield. What station is this? KBAK. KBAK. News in Bakersfield, Phil. Okay. They wanted to see about Loveline, and I think that thank you, Phil, for just showing everything about the show. You know, we're going into a whole big thing about some this girl
potential
who's going through so
abortion.
much heavy stuff, and she's gone in all these 13 and I go right from there, and it's like, okay, that was heavy. Whoa, Phil.
Well, yeah, but
I got a name for a girl pleasuring herself. Well, let's hear it, Phil.
I got another comment.
I don't care. Tell me the name.
Shucking the bearded clam.
Shucking the bearded clam.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's going to make it on the air.
A woman made that one up, didn't she?
No, I made that one up.
Like I said.
Have you called before,
When you
Phil?
guys were asking for the latest
Phil,
calls, what?
have you called before?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I recognize this voice.
Oh, Phil is the guy who's 20 but sounds like a 50-year-old
Right.
cabbie.
Right.
Yeah, you guys called me Danny DeVito last time.
Oh, that's right.
Well, Phil, you know what we're going to call you?
What?
Another time we got to go to commercials. Welcome back to the show that is called Loveline. 1-800-LOVE-191. That's 1-800-568-3191. Dr. Drew, who is a board-certified internist, medicine addiction specialist.
Guy.
And Adam Carolla and me, Riki Rachtman. Listen, if you're in your car and you're driving, listening to this show, and you're about to pull in the driveway, stay in your car or go in your house and turn on the radio, because in 20 minutes I'm going to make an announcement. I'm going to give a little explanation, and I'm going to just say it once so you will know. And I'm not going to talk about it now, but you're going to want to listen 20 minutes, okay? Everybody
guess.
listen.
I got to guess.
Shut up. I'll go.
New kids on the block are getting back together.
They broke up?
I don't know. Drew?
No.
So everybody make sure and tell all your friends, turn on the radio in 20 minutes. Well, your friends should be listening anyway, you morons. 1-800-LOVE-191, 568-3191. It's called Loveline, and this is Mark. Mark.
Yes.
What's up?
Not much.
Dude, do you live anywhere by here? Can you bring us some food?
No, actually, I'm in Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Oh, forget it. Okay, what's up?
Well, first I'd like to say something to the girl that was having the problem.
Yeah.
With her mom?
Huh?
With her mom, the pregnant girl?
Yeah. I've had a friend that went through the same thing. She had a kid when she was 18. You know, she's 24 now. And she went out and she had the baby. No problem. She's going to college now.
Great.
You know, just hang in there.
That's great.
You can do it.
That's good.
But I got a little, it's more of a question, really. Once in a while, like when I'm walking, like in the malls or whatever, you get this like itchy butt crack.
Mm-hmm. But I'm glad that you didn't bring us any food.
What's the proper thing? How do you just like whip your pants down and scratch it right there? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do. But you got to make sure and scream at the top of your lungs before you do it.
I don't know, Adam. Having your ass shaved, does that stop the sweating a little bit?
No, I don't think it stops the sweat glands or ducts, but it does stop it from collecting. You know what I'm saying? But, Mark.
Yes.
I like the way I address that question very seriously, don't you, Ricky? Mark,
Drew wouldn't.
Listen, is it one of those... I mean, look, let's be honest, guys. We've all scratched our butts before, and once in a while, there's one of those, I can't wait till I get home butt-scratching episodes where it's like a lightning bolt has hit you in the sphincter, and you're going for it.
Adam?
You could be in front of the President of the United States at the inaugural ball, you're going right for the ass.
Adam, I've never, ever had a wait till I get home scratch my butt.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
There you go.
I mean, know why I haven't? I won't wait till I get home. If I'm going to scratch my ass, I'm going to scratch my ass. Or I'm going to slide down a banister, or I'm going to ride a bicycle down the stairs, or I'm going to go horseback riding.
Or you're going to put some carpet on it and let one of your cats go to town.
You know it.
Like one of those scratching posts.
Whip off your pants, sit down on the floor, and rub across the carpet like the dogs do.
Right, and someone's going to have to pay for the cleaning.
Yeah.
Next.
I like now that I found out how to hang up on people properly. Matthew.
Yes?
What's up?
Oh, well, I had a question about, well, my wife and I, we have a great sex life, but the only problem is I can't ever seem to get her off orally. I don't know what it is. She doesn't like it.
Do you get her off the other way?
Yeah, we have a great sex life.
Dude,
but I don't know what it is. I mean, because like you guys say, every woman either...
Not every woman.
Let me tell you what getting someone off orally is sexually. Orally is well, let me see if I can draw one of my analogies.
Do you know what you're going to say?
Yeah, I do. I'll tell you what. It's like you got one of those little bassin boats. It's like little 18-foot bassin boats. Now, listen.
Now you're getting...
No,
I don't
seriously.
even know what the hell a bassin boat is.
A bassin boat is well, it's just a little tin boat that you'd go to catch bass in.
Go bassin in.
The shallow bottom boat. Bass.
Go bassin. Yeah, I've gone bassin.
All right, let's not deviate too far. But all I'm saying is here's what oral is. Oral's almost a last resort. If you can get them off sexually, if you can get them off through coitus, then more power to you. And here's the bassin analogy.
Coitus?
Sexist.
Bonin?
Bonus.
Oh, bonin.
Yeah. Here's the bassin analogy. Bassin, they have two motors. They got the one big one that gets you out to the bassin spot, and then they got the little trolling one. It's the little quiet one, right? Now, getting them off orally is like when the big one goes down, the big Mercury, 220 cubic inch goes down, and you got to use the trolling motor to get back to the pier. You know what I'm saying? But if the Mercury's working fine, stick with the Mercury.
But most time, people will catch more fish trolling.
That's true, too. I'm just saying, if you got to get back to the pier in a hurry.
I was just wondering, because I don't think it's me, because I have plenty of girlfriends older than her, younger than her, because she's...
Don't tell her that.
I know, that's such a stupid thing.
I have not bothered telling
But, Matthew, don't panic or you'll start drowning. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't flail around down there. You're going to take on water.
Or just look at her and just look up at her and just say, what do you want me to do? And if she ain't into that, then don't do it.
Just be velvety smooth.
No, if she ain't into it, don't do it.
All right, but I'm saying just go slow and smooth.
You do that kind of stuff?
Absolutely not.
You don't do that?
Oh, yeah, no. You mean sexually?
Yeah.
Sure.
If a woman said, I'd prefer, if a woman said, I don't care whether you do or don't, would you do it? Would you rather do it, or would you, if she didn't care, if she really didn't care?
It's just a total coin toss.
Yeah.
And it made no difference to her.
Yeah.
No.
You wouldn't do it?
No. If she wouldn't derive any pleasure out of it, no.
Oh, no, of course she wouldn't derive, like you wouldn't do it just for yourself, but...
Probably not. She absolutely didn't care, but I think she was lying and do it anyway.
Yeah.
Because that's going to give her a hand.
Let's talk to Jennifer. Jennifer?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
I'm hungry.
Okay, I have a big problem. The problem is that okay, I went out with this guy for almost 2 years, and we had like a...
Jennifer, I'm going to kill you if you don't start talking. I'm going to kill you.
I'm sorry, don't kill me.
Do you have your radio on?
No, I don't. Well, it's in the other room, but...
Can you hear it?
No.
So your excuse is that you're Rain Man?
But I'm what?
This is definitely a bad call.
Definitely.
Okay, no, I'll tell you here's what's going on. Okay, I went out with this guy for about 2 years. And we had a really good relationship, and everything was cool. And after about a year and a half, he left to go into the Navy. And I became pretty good friends with his best friend while he was gone. His best friend lives a few hours away. And I don't know. One thing kind of led to another, and his best friend and I, I don't know what you would even call it. We're just hanging out. But I like him, and he likes me. But the problem is that this guy is his best friend in the whole wide world. Like, has been his best friend since, like, when they were sophomores in high school. And he, every time we're together, like, he'll be really cool, and then he'll just get this really moody, kind of mellow look, and he'll just be, you can tell he's told me that's what he's thinking about, and he has this really guilty conscience. And all I want to know is if it's ever going to be okay. Like, is this just a bad situation? Like, is he just a jerk for doing this? Am I just, the same way for doing this? Or is it ever going to be okay?
Jennifer.
Yeah. Yeah?
Thanks for your call. Welcome back to Loveline. Riki Rachtman with Dr. Drew, a real doctor, and Adam Carolla. You call us at 1-800-LOVE-191. That's 568-3191. And, of course, you fax us at area code 310-85...
85.
So what?
4455.
850?
854
4455. So what? I blew it. Big deal. What are you going to do? I got to read this fax, okay? Dear Drew, how often does someone have to be exposed to die from secondhand smoke? And I want to comment on something that I heard about this, so go ahead.
Nobody knows the answer to that, but there is suspicion that secondhand smoke is basically as bad, if not worse, than actually the smoke exposed to the smoker.
Funny, I heard, now they were talking about cigars.
Right.
But I think it's the same as cigarette. That you would have to be exposed to something like, I don't know, some ridiculous amount of secondhand smoke to have like 60 40-hour days of secondhand smoke to get the thing of one pack of cigarettes. Supposedly what I heard.
Right.
Of course, I heard it on George and Alana.
Right.
But it was a cigar expert.
There's different ways
I like
to
George
twist
and Alana.
around the data about how much exposure creates what kind of disease. But let's just all agree that secondhand smoke is not a good thing for people, and it could possibly increase the risk of cancer.
But some people have like a genetic predisposition to like certain forms of cancer, right? I mean, how do you explain someone living with someone and the guy who's smoking a pack a day doesn't
George
get
Burns,
cancer?
Yeah, right.
100 years old yesterday, smokes cigars all the time.
Drinks a fifth of whiskey every morning.
Shoots a smack.
That's right. Is doing speedballs by noon.
100 years old, never taken herbal ecstasy, though.
Lives off nothing but jerky and rice.
What does that tell you? Let's talk to Kurt.
Nothing.
Kurt, you're on Loveline.
What up, fellas?
Hello, Kurt.
Hey, I hear you guys come up with these stupid terms for women pleasing themselves every night for like weeks.
No, we didn't come up with them, Kurt. You guys came up with them.
I've heard you contribute a couple goofy ones. But I have the final one. I mean, this is what it is. I don't know where you guys get your info. But it's called finger balling. Has everybody not heard of that?
You call us up.
What?
You call us names.
Oh, come on.
You insult us.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting here waiting for you to come up with this thing that is just going to knock us on our ass, when the actual thing is that is probably the lamest one that we have ever heard.
Are you kidding me?
Adam, would you agree?
That is
finger balling.
That's like a 1.3.
That isn't even good. Gigging
That's what it is, though.
No. What are you talking about? Do you have one?
No, I wish.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you did. I would think gigging it is a good one.
And shaking hands with Mrs. Paul.
Shaking hands with Mr. Paul is good, but you know what?
It sounds like you're poking a frog.
What?
Gigging it sounds like you're poking a frog with a stick. That has nothing to do with finger balling.
You know, Kurt, let me say something frankly about Kurt. The only thing more annoying than a dumb guy is a dumb guy who thinks he's a wise guy.
Let me read a fax, because this is actually an interesting one. Not that the other ones aren't, or Kurt was. Hey, guys, what's up tonight? Well, I'm here faxing because I have a question. It's to anyone who can answer it. Okay, what I want to know is, what does date rape mean? I've heard people talking about it, but I have no idea what it means. Well, also, I have another question. Where'd you guys get the name Dr. Drew for the doc?
I think his parents helped out.
This is a crazy one. I think that last car is going to be crazy. He was named Drew,
right?
And he's a doctor.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah.
The other thing, date rape, it refers to people whom you know, usually you're on a date with or some kind of social engagement, who force themselves on you in some way against your will.
Right.
That's
They take you out on a date and then they rape you.
Yeah.
I have been a victim.
It doesn't even have to be. I'm not sure it even has to be.
One of the
intercourse.
partners doesn't enjoy sex, I think, is one of the definitions.
One of them says
of it.
no, and that's it.
One says no. Usually the women. I'd say maybe 55% of the time.
Guys don't say no. Oh, is our pizza here?
Oh,
right on. Do we have? Let's see if we can find a call that'll take. This call will take 2 minutes, right, Chris? Yeah. Let's go to Chris. Hey, Chris, you're on Loveline.
Good. First, I got to say you guys rule. Out of the 24 hours of the day, you guys are the two best.
Ooh.
I laugh more during this 2 hours than any time. But anyways,
Wow.
we'll get to the question since you guys can eat your pizza. For Dr. Drew,
Yeah.
I recently started going out with a girl. Through conversation, we both found out that we have vaginal warts.
You have vaginal warts too.
Yeah,
How does it come up in?
we found out before we did anything.
When did it come up in discussion that you have a vagina?
I don't have it.
Then how would you have vaginal warts?
Venereal warts.
Oh.
I smoked
That's
a little
different.
too much, but anyways.
Dude, are you stoned too?
Huh?
Are you stoned?
No, do I sound like it?
Oh, I thought you just said I smoked too much.
He was poking fun at himself.
Maybe he was busy finger balling.
It's friggin' off. It's not finger balling.
All right, so you both have it.
But anyways, yes, we both have them. Is it contractable, or can we get more warts through oral sex?
Well, I've heard of such a thing. I'm kind of skeptical. I've never seen it, but I've heard of it reported. I think it would be unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
The virus is always there, even after you control the warts themselves, and certainly you can transmit it to another genital region.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that you can't do it to the oral region.
Is it possible it can be cleared up with doses of dextromethorphan?
No.
That won't work?
It can't be
How
eliminated.
about Compound W?
Period. It can be, no.
How about a nail clipper?
No.
So the number is 1-800-LOVE-191. It's 568-3191. Listen, we're going to do a quick station ID, then I'm going to make an announcement that I've just got to get off my chest, and we're going to eat some pizza. So stay tuned and tell all your friends to listen. Welcome back to the show that is called Loveline. I'll repeat the number one more time. It's 1-800-LOVE-191. That's 568-3191. Riki Rachtman here with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla. And now I'm going to make my announcement that I'm going to make that I really... I'm glad that Drew it's more important for him to eat his pizza right now. I just got to say this, and when I say this important thing that I'm going to say, I want all the calls for the rest of the night to be regular Loveline calls, and I don't really want to address this issue, period. Does that make sense, Ann? Tonight is going to be this is really sad. Tonight's going to be my last night on Loveline. Adam and Drew will continue, obviously, hosting the show. It's going to be the awesome show that you've always heard, except I'm not going to be on it. I'm going to be doing other types of TV and radio things, and when I'm not on the show, I know that sometimes when a host of a major show automatically just disappears, that people get all sorts of rumors going. I want to really thank Tripp, who's the GM of KROQ in L.A., for letting me have a last show when most people wouldn't let somebody go on the air to have their last show. And tonight is my last show, and I just want to say that everybody that I've ever worked with when the show started at KROQ, to their program directors, to every DJ, to every single person that works here, there's some more thank yous I'm going to say at the ending of the show, so don't worry. But I just wanted to say, tonight is my last show. This is very sad. But for anybody to think that I got fired is wrong, and for anybody to think that I'm leaving the show on a bad note and that I'm mad at anybody, if anybody tells you that, I am here to tell you that they're on glue, and that is not the case. I'm leaving this thing as bummed out as I am. It's on to bigger and better things. These guys will always be my brothers, and I will always love this show and hope that it succeeds. Now, we're going to go back to regular calls, and we're going to.
You want to let Drew say something?
We'll talk about it at the ending of the show. Let's just go to regular calls,
Okay.
because otherwise I'll cry or do something.
Yeah,
and I got some gifts for you guys.
Oh, really?
I got a parting gift.
That thought ran through my head for like 10 seconds. I went, nah.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I got a parting gift. We'll take some calls. The next commercial break, I'm going to bring in a parting gift.
Okay, because I got a farting gift for you. So I'm going to bring up in a minute after the pizza.
But we don't want to talk about that. We want to take the calls because since this is my last show, I want to leave this show with Loveline calls.
I do want to say one thing real quick.
Pass the pizza?
But you are a class act.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people would have bagged on the show, or a lot of people wouldn't have just done it with the eloquence that you just did.
This is a good show.
And I think it is, too. And I had a real good time working with you. And I know we're not the same type of people. And I know we don't hang out the same places.
Well, you never invited me either, prick.
And you never called either.
You never gave me your number.
We had a good time. And I did enjoy working with you.
We have fun.
Ann and I are experiencing a real personal loss. We work with
we've been together for a long time. But we're still going to talk, and we're still going to hang, and we're all going to be huge. And, I'll be back here in 3 years asking to vacuum the floors or something. Let's go to Rudy. Rudy, you're on Loveline.
Hello?
Hey, Rudy.
Hey, what's up?
Sorry to keep you on hold while we're doing a little reminiscing, but we're about to eat some pizza, so tell us what's up.
Let me get that for you, Ricky.
Oh, thank you.
We're like, we have this little party where, like, we go rollerblading in big groups and stuff, and, like, we fall on our nuts occasionally and stuff, and,
Why do you take up another sport?
Because it's fun.
Wait. Let me ask you this, bro.
Right.
Are you guys are bladers, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys good? Are you guys good?
Yeah.
Do you guys go slide down the stairwell railings and stuff like that?
Yeah, we're on...
So you do that kind of stuff, right?
Huh?
You do that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
You ever fall on your nuts on one of the stair things? On one of those bars?
Yeah.
Dude, that's bad.
It hurts.
That's bad.
But, like, is it going to, like, affect you in the long run? Because, like, it hurts for a moment and then it goes away.
I got to believe that constant trauma to the genital region is going to help. I mean, look at Mike over there. He's standing up clutching his jewels as we speak. Mike, I don't know if part of North America is not aware of it, but Mike had his nuts operated on over the weekend, and he showed us the little spermatic cord to prove it. The point is these are things you're going to use your entire life, at least ornamentally. You know what I mean? Just around the gym, if not to have sex or kids.
Tell the doctor to say NARDs.
No.
Hey, I've got all the sounds I'm going to hear for the last night, okay? Hey, wait, let me ask you this, Rudy, okay? Right. Sorry, I know we're all eating, and it's rude, but screw you. Like I said, what are you going to do? Rudy, you say that you guys go skating, right?
Yeah.
And then you guys, land on your nuts, and you guys check out each other's nuts?
No. It just, like, hurts, and you're, like, on the floor and...
Tell me this, okay? This is what I've heard. I've heard that inline skaters have much smaller dicks than skateboarders.
Nope.
Huh?
No.
Okay, let's go to Nicole right now. Nicole, you're on Loveline.
Hi, guys.
Hey, girl.
Hi, Dr. Drew. My problem is I'm very discouraged about sex because I'm 25 and I've never been able to have an orgasm having sex or doing anything else with a man. And I can have an orgasm masturbating really easily, but just not doing anything with a man.
Have you ever masturbated in the presence of a man?
No.
Want to try?
I'll give it a shot.
Now?
Well, no, seriously, I know it sounds comical, but let me explain how the female anatomy works. Let me explain about the vagina. Vagina is a lot like a catcher's mitt.
Mom.
Now, seriously, you oil it up, you bend it, you put it under the mattress at night so it breaks in, and you get it broken into your particular hand. It doesn't feel right with other people's hands in it.
That is
you know
a
what I'm
load
saying?
of crap. No. Drew's
She
not-
got herself
No,
so used to her own thing.
Adam, you are a guy that sits here that probably has seen... I mean, not that I've seen a lot, but you probably haven't seen that much. Nicole's one that plays with it all the time, and you're telling her about the vagina.
She's calling.
There might be some truth to what he's
Nicole,
saying there. No, but
your mitt is used to your glove hand. Do you know what I'm saying? Right. And it gets so used to that particular specific stimuli that when
her vagina is a ball catcher.
That's right. That's right. That when a new guy comes up to the plate, you don't recognize it. So here's what I'm saying. You get with a guy. Do you got a guy?
yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Are you getting with him now? What's going on over there? You got Lasorda over there?
Oh, somebody's knocking on my window.
Oh, really?
On your window?
No, that's okay, but that's besides the point. Yeah, I have a man, but...
Okay. Is he knocking on your window? Do you have a door?
No, hang on a second.
Wow, wouldn't that be wild if on my last show some girl got brutally slaughtered?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I heard it.
Oh, that's ratings.
Wait.
I'd be bummed if it happened the day after.
Sorry, go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt.
Who is he?
It's not a he.
It's a she?
Yeah.
Does she know how to make you have an orgasm?
I don't know. That's another
Does she know where the
Let's
frickin'...
ask her right now. Where is she? Put her on the phone.
No, she's gone.
What are you doing, selling drugs or something? Why can't she go to the front door?
Nicole's calling from a crack house.
Looking for someone else, that's all.
All right, when you're 25, people should be able to come to your front door. But, Nicole, listen. Here's what you have to do. You have to do what you do alone in the presence of a man. And that sort of gets you one step closer. And the next step is getting him to do what you do alone while he's there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you can kind of get him on top of you doing what you can do what you do while he's on top of you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have one other question. It's related to this, though. I thought I had read years ago that some women need to be able to, like, clench their legs together to be able to have an orgasm. I guess.
That could be a possibility.
Yeah, I think that might be me.
Okay.
And that's yeah.
So
That's
you're
hard
saying
to do when you're having
because
sex.
you're going to crush a guy's head like a kumquat.
Yeah, don't try doing that when the guy's there.
It's like a James Bond movie.
Excuse me. Let's talk to Julian. You're on Loveline. Did you just fart, or was that just me just burping?
No, that was
I didn't fart.
Boy, are you paranoid? You
No, I
belch and
burped.
blame me for farting. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Julian.
Hey, I just want to say the show rocks. I want to bid Riki a fond farewell.
Thank you, my friend.
My problem is I'm 26 years old. I'm real, what Adam might say, gun shy when it comes to the females.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Adam. It's like
You're like a wrist rocket.
That's right.
No, I have no idea what that meant.
I don't either, but
I'm
I
all
appreciate
spent on analogies tonight. Julian, listen, what's the deal? You get nervous around women?
Well, I'm kind of disfigured on my genitals.
What happened?
I was in a fight. I got cut. I got cut down there, kind of, and ever since I've been real
All right.
ashamed.
With a knife?
Yeah, it was me and my brother-in-law. We got into a scrap, and he cut me right there.
in the balls.
In the balls, yeah. And
That's dirty, man. That's a dirty fighter.
Everybody knows about it, too. All the girls I want to talk to, they know about it. Everybody makes fun of me. People call me Lefty and stuff.
So, I mean, how disfigured are? First of all, it's the nards, not the peni, right?
It's the nards.
And
Right.
One testicle's out?
What?
One testicle is gone?
No, but when it like this, it was a pretty big wound. I had stitches, and now it's all kind of crumpled up.
All right, let me ease your pain for a second here, Julian. Let me tell you about women and nards.
Okay.
Women, no, seriously, women look at any set of nards, even nards that they photograph for biology books, and they go, man, are those weird looking. And they'll just stare at them and go, that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
They are weird looking.
They are weird.
They're weird.
And, we see them every day, so it's no big deal, but some women don't get to look at them all the time, and they marvel at how bizarre they are. So
Balls look like prunes, and vaginas look like dried apricots.
I'm just afraid they're going to tell me to go to the circus, or tell me, or just like, it's not only what they're going to say, it's that I'm conscious of it. And it's,
Julian,
you know what I mean?
yeah, I understand, but you're making a big deal out of this. I mean, God, maybe it's not for me to tell you to get over your own nards, but get over your own nards. I mean, you got a scar on it. First off, women aren't going to see it until it's too late. Hard.
Yeah,
That's right, Drew.
Do you think it's more than that, though?
Yeah, it's you got a psychological thing. I mean, I know guys in wheelchairs that go out and get some every night.
You're fat. You're overweight.
Yeah, it could be that. Thanks, Drew.
I'm okay. I'm all right. I take care of myself as best I can.
Well, Drew, when he doesn't
You're
have
fat. You're overweight. Stop.
He's fishing. He's fishing around, Julian. It means he has nothing to say.
Well, okay. Can I just say one more thing?
You're fat. You're overweight.
I just want to say hi to Shannon, Ken, MS, Fritz.
Yeah. No, the guy that's so worried about everybody knowing about his cut-up ball, he wants to announce his balls are cut up and then tell everybody.
He's like Hobo Kelly wishing everyone a happy birthday at the end of the show.
HOBOKWY. Nobody watched that show except me. Now I'm glad that Adam did.
Remember she had the big glasses and she'd say, I want to say hi to Ricky and Drew and Adam and Mike, whose last name I won't say.
And Adam is a present for you under the bed. Look under the bed.
That's right. And then I was sodomized by my Uncle Jake.
And the funny thing is, that was back when Hobo Kelly. Now it's like, you don't have figures like that because you see hobos like every day.
Right. Street Lady Gertrude.
Danny, you're on Loveline.
Yeah, I was wondering, what about the long-term effects of opium?
What about them?
What are they? Well,
opium is you mean pure opium you're talking about, or just the opiates in general?
Smoking opium.
Well, opium, heroin, Vicodin, codeine, they're all basically the same. Demerol, Dilaudid. They are all opiates, and they all are profoundly addictive, and they cause a very, very serious form of addictive disease. I mean, I think if you use there's sort of an understanding that heroin is a very seriously addictive compound that makes people behave in ways that are quite dangerous and inappropriate, and the consequences that mount as a result of the pursuit of these drugs usually ruin people's lives.
And people have been freaking on opium for decades, right?
Thousands of years.
Yeah, like
Christopher Columbus.
That's right.
You know what's so funny? I can say something that I know nothing about what I'm talking about, but because people heard it on the radio, they might say, well, Christopher Columbus took up. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
That's why you're
But like
danger.
I said, what are you going to do? 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. Let's talk to Chris.
You know,
Hey, Chris.
you should quit every night. We'd have the greatest show.
I'm edgy now, man. I'm edgy now. Hey, Chris.
I actually have a serious question for you guys. That's for everyone there.
Okay.
There's this girl who I was going out with for about 8 months, and we just ended up breaking up because she still hung up on her old boyfriend. And I told her that I love her and I'm here for her, and she just still won't really grasp the concept that I'm here. Because, I mean, she's still in love with her old boyfriend. He came into town for Christmas and decided that he wasn't going to say a thing to her, and she knows that he was here. I even wrote her a letter and read it to her over the phone.
Chris, I don't want to hear anymore, okay? You're going to listen to me now, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to, and the only reason I got to just come clean, you know?
Go.
My minutes are numbered, and I'm going to take advantage of them and hopefully help one person right now. Chris, I've been in those shoes that you're in right now, right? You know that, Chris? They're pussy shoes, okay? It's time to get out. Be a man, okay? You got to go to the sporting goods store. You got to go buy some balls because you lost yours. This girl is not into you, man, okay? And she's not into the guy that I'm always going to be there. Because you know what she's going to do? She's got her ex-boyfriend. And if her ex-boyfriend takes her, she'll take him. But if her ex-boyfriend doesn't take her, oh, then I'll go settle to Chris until something better comes along. If you're in a relationship, you should feel that you're the top. Okay? Not that she's settling for you. Should she settle for you, Chris?
No.
You're better than that, right?
I hope so.
No, are you better than that?
Yeah.
You
Damn
know
straight.
so because you're a freaking animal. And let me tell you about that statement, I'll always be there for you. Let me tell you about that. You want to be perishable. You want to be like lasagna left out on the counter. You want to be like oatmeal shoved up on the top cupboard shelf where no one's going to find you. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll always be there for you. And you know what the person thinks when they hear that? Ah, great. In case things don't work out, the next 10 guys I bang, you'll always be around.
Do you think Dave Navarro's girlfriend says, well, I'm going to go see my ex-boyfriend. You know, we're just friends, and it...
Dave Navarro doesn't say I'll always be there for you. He says I'm going to beat you with a freaking shoe.
And it's a high heel, but he can wear it.
That's right, because it looks good on him.
You know what we're saying, Chris?
Yeah.
Get a little self-confidence, bro, okay? You deserve it. You deserve it.
Get
You're the man.
Okay?
Get a relationship that works.
Yeah, and what he's going to find is, he's going to find that once he's not as attracted to her, she's probably going to find him, she's going to be
What does it
more
matter?
attracted to
What does it
him.
matter? What does it matter?
Revenge. What are you talking about? The most rewarding emotion in the world. Revenge.
Vengeance.
Am I right, Riki?
Amen, brother. KC.
Did he ever tell you about his one vengeful act?
When he killed that black guy?
No. You're going to talk about...
It was here last night.
What, pooping in the car? I pooped in some chick's car. Big deal.
He's coming clean. It feels good.
Yeah, I pooped in a girl's car.
Really?
Yeah, right in her seat.
Really?
Right on the driver's seat, took a poop on her seat.
And
this girl...
Was she in it?
No, she wasn't in it.
Oh, okay, good.
Since she spray painted swastikas all over my door and all in my... I lived in this old Jewish complex, and she spray painted swastikas all over my door.
Oh, that's healthy.
And all over them, so everybody thought I was a Nazi. Here's nice little Jewish Riki. All the old people think, that boy is a Nazi. I'm like, no, I'm not a Nazi. I swear to God, you know?
Fair to that Rachtman.
Yeah, like crapped on this girl's car.
His head should grow like an onion in the ground.
Casey.
Yes.
What's up, bro?
Not much. Just wanted to call and tell you a better word, better term for the female masturbation.
We'll be the judge of that.
Well, I hope it's better. It's called rubbing the butt.
I kind of like rubbing the button, but let's ask for some girls, because it's like guys will always come up with like these hardcore things. You know, guys is like jacking it, jacking off, beating off. It should be like
Yeah, guys are like
velvety touch or whatever.
Paddling the stepchild,
spanking the monkey. Training the lizard.
Cutting the melon.
What?
Flapping the flapjacks.
What do you think we do? Rehearse the show or something, Drew?
Yeah, where's our writer? Hey, Rich, you're on Loveline.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, shoot. This is my first time calling, and I gotta say, 7 months ago, I met up with my
I met up with this one girl, and we really got hit it off really well. But the problem was she didn't like her parents too much, and she ran away from home one day, and she ran away to me. And what happened was, all day I tried to convince her to go back home, and she wouldn't want to, not until late at night. And then when I took her back home, we all my friend and I, we lied to her parents about what happened that day, and she wanted us to tell a lie. And when we did, everybody was fine with that, until her mom cracked her down, and she told the truth, and now they're all pissed off at me.
But all she did was flee to your house.
Yeah, she killed him out. She didn't
What'd she do at your house?
Hey man, it wasn't.
You had sex?
No man, I'm 16. She was she's 13. I didn't want to do anything like that.
What'd you do with her?
We took her around town, trying to hide her from her dad, who was driving around town looking for her and stuff.
So it was all on the up and up.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't want
in an illegal kind of way.
Yeah, it was legal.
Oh yeah.
And she didn't want to be with her dad right now, stepdad, and well, that's what she wanted. What happened is she cracked down at night, and her dad came over to my house as I was coming back with my mom, and he was in the front yard when he met me. And he's yelling my head off and stuff, and well, he didn't like me anymore. What I want to know is I need some advice. Should I or should I not write her a letter or try to call her or something?
Where's she now?
Where's she now?
Yeah.
Well, I moved. I'm in Illinois. Moved at Tinley Park. She's in Lansing.
Wow. This is a pretty convoluted story, and I would summarize it by saying, or I would wrap it up by saying this: if you like her, write her a letter and tell her to plead your case to her parents so they won't come over and try to kill you. If you don't write the letter.
We're going to go to some commercials right now, and during this commercial break, I'm going to go to my car, get my nice parting gifts. It's my last night on the show, and I've got some parting gifts for you guys, so I'm going to go get them as we play these commercials.
Hey, we're back coming at you. Loveline. This is Adam Carolla filling in for Riki Rachtman, who's out at his monster truck retrieving the gifts, the parting gifts. It's kind of like, when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played his last game in the NBA?
No. But what happened?
All right, forget it. No, they gave him gifts wherever he went, except for they got Harleys and Winnebagos and crap like that, and I think we're going to get a Hello Kitty pencil set or something. But
Sunny Delight orange juice or floor wax.
Well, we're going to miss the boy, so let's go to line one and talk to Becky. Becky, what's going on?
Becky?
Did I screw something up?
No, you're fine.
You're going to give me a heart attack, Becky. What's going on?
Nothing. I just wanted to ask you guys a question.
Hold on, Becky.
Oh,
hold
yeah,
on.
we took a call.
Shut up.
I'm sorry. Becky, hold on. We got parting gifts, all right?
Here, go sit over there.
All right.
Go pour it on. You have to tell everybody what I got. People that don't know, it's my last night on Loveline, and I got a parting gift for the people that work on the show, okay? First parting gift is, and this is for the show, this is supposed to always stay here, okay?
All right.
First gift is...
Dreamcatcher. Oh. Potpourri.
Right, and then the second gift is...
The squee!
Shower squeegees for everybody.
Awesome.
Oh, my God.
I got a bag of potpourri and 6 shower squeegees for everybody.
Let's hope Lycus doesn't eat any of this potpourri.
Now this on that scale that you had.
What?
This particular kind of squeegee is off the chart in terms of
gayness.
Oh,
yeah.
I would
because anybody else would try to get a big squeegee to cover as much territory as possible.
And another really gay thing is gift giving a lot, right?
Yeah, too much gift giving.
So my gift to you guys, my parting gift, is a big bag of potpourri for the studio and shower squeegees for everybody.
Oh, you don't open it?
Yeah, you do.
What are you
you
doing
don't
with
like
it?
potpourri?
We have to have a pretty bowl to put it in before you start opening it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't bring you guys a pretty bowl.
Close
Put in
it,
a
Adam.
friggin' Domino's
What's up
box.
with that? All right, Ann.
Where are you going to put it?
Well, don't bust the nut over there. I'm just unwrapping it.
Well, don't.
Okay.
Jeez.
She's gone the second you leave, Rick.
She doesn't know it yet. Oh, who are you talking to?
I don't know. Becky. Oh, Becky. Yeah.
Becky, you're on Loveline.
You just turned her on. Oh, there.
Sorry, Becky.
Hi, Becky.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
I wanted to ask you a question. All right, a couple of weeks ago, my boyfriend went on a ski trip with his friends, and he ended up getting a blowjob from this younger girl. All right, and I didn't want to kick her butt or anything because I'm older than her.
So instead of like, I went to her house and like put cutout papers or like little dicks and stuff and like pictures and stuff, but I didn't like deface her property. I just stuck them on the house, and I want to know what's the worst that could happen to me. Like, could I, get any charges?
You could stay with your boyfriend.
Yeah, right.
That would be a pretty cruel fate for you.
You went to all that trouble to cut up little pictures of penises to stick on her house?
Well, no, because I kind of wanted to embarrass her a little. I mean, I don't want her getting off, like, running around. She was, like, bragging to the people that the high school I used to go to. And then I want people thinking, that she's...
God forbid they should think an alumni got blown.
No.
Listen, Becky, what about your boyfriend?
I dealt with him also.
What'd you cut out and put on his house?
Nothing. I just broke up with him. That was enough.
That was good.
But
Okay, good.
I couldn't do anything. I couldn't think of anything else. I mean, it was just kind of one night where, like, me and my friends were sitting around. We're like...
Well, did you know this girl? I mean, were you friends with this girl?
No, I really hated her from whenever I've known her. She's, like, used to call him up. And I just never really liked her. I didn't like her around, but I dealt with it. And this time I was like, yeah, I trust him out with her or whatever.
I guess if they could prove that she had done it, like this trespassing.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard
Some
in my
lewd
life.
conduct or something.
Malicious mischief or something.
That's not even TPing. TPing is a more difficult crime than Becky. Becky, you get good grades, don't you?
Yeah.
You ever return a videotape without rewinding it?
No.
You collaged someone's house.
Not myself. I had a little help.
All right.
Wasn't even my idea.
Becky,
I would
listen.
have loved to see him get pulled over with his bag full of dick pictures.
You need to be shackled and strapped to a refrigerator dolly like what the hell's his name?
If anything, I want to be dominated. What is that? What is that?
I'm just enjoying my last half hour, Drew.
Hannibal Lecter. Yes, Becky.
I don't want to talk to Becky
Forget
anymore.
it. Move on. You're
Matt,
okay.
you're on Loveline.
Hey there, how's it going, Turbo?
Hubo?
Turbo. Sorry, never mind. I called earlier and you said because my sister's name was...
Fine, doorknob.
Hey.
Matt, what's up?
Oh. Well, first of all, I wanted to kind of settle the female masturbation thing. I think it's kind of like kicking the can. That's an analogy. It's really boring, but I think we're just doing it anyway, so I don't know what the deal is, but I'll settle it with...
I gotta just hang up on him for 1 second. I've eaten a lot of pizza. I've drinking a lot of Diet Cokes.
It's your last night.
Did anybody understand what the hell that guy was talking about?
Derailed.
Is it just me, or did you guys know what he was talking about?
No, I have no idea.
Let's talk to Bill.
Okay. Hello, Bill.
How you guys doing?
Good.
I love your show, guys, and best of luck to you, Ricky.
Thank you, Bill. Best of luck to you too, my friend.
Thank you. I appreciate it. My question is, I've been having sex lately with a couple of different girls, and they seem to be all having this bladder infection problem, and every time, they say they'd never had it, and I don't know if they're virgins.
Dude, wait, I gotta ask you some questions, bro, okay?
What's that?
So you're doing all these different girls, right?
Yeah.
You're a man.
Yeah.
And these girls don't know that you're doing all the other ones, right?
Wow.
Do they? Dude, come clean. Come on. Just come clean.
Not really.
They don't know. Of course they don't know.
It's a college thing, I mean.
It's okay. Hey, I'm down with that. Okay.
All right, cool.
So these girls don't know that you're doing you're doing the other ones, right?
I don't. I try not to keep vocal.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't want them to know. I applaud. So you've got these girls, and each night, like a girl will call and go, "Hey, Bill, it's Veronica. I got a bladder infection," and you have to act surprised. And then, "Hey, Bill, it's Nancy. I got a bladder infection." No. Hey, Bill, it's Fred, I got a bladder infection, and everybody's got to be calling it Bill. Bill, I got a bladder infection, and you got to pretend like you're surprised all the time.
I do. Well, it's not like, they understand the situation, but it's like they get them and they don't make a big deal of it. They just say, "Well, I have a bladder infection. I went to the doctor," and I'm like, "What the heck does that mean? Does that mean I'm doing them?" It's always
nothing more intelligent than a guy doing a lot of chicks without a condom.
Oh no, I practice safe.
Dude, you practice safe sex with every one of these girls.
Yeah.
Good.
And they still get a bladder infection?
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal.
I know about bladder infections.
All right.
Oh, you do?
What's a bladder infection like, Adam?
It's kind
of like a balloon.
It's kind of like a dirigible. You're right, Ricky. No, what happens is some women get bladder infections from having sex.
That's correct.
And
it's called honeymoon cystitis. It's the fact that the women have very short tube from the bladder to the skin there, to the opening, and the bacteria very easily gets forced back up into the bladder. You follow me?
Oh, wait a minute. They have a short. All right, the
urethra is short relative to males, which is long. The male has a big.
I hope, yeah.
The male also has a big immune gland, the prostate, there protecting the bladder.
Right, the thing that swells up and kills you in your 50s.
That's the one.
Thank God that's in place.
Well,
we all got that to look forward to, Bill.
Yeah,
Bill.
Thanks a lot.
Bill.
Yeah.
So it could just from the fact that
it could be just the mechanics of what
yeah.
he's doing, that whatever it is about what you do that mechanically affects these women in that way.
Well, it usually happens. I don't know. I think it's either the doggy style or something like
whatever. But what concerns me is that sometimes what seems to be a bladder infection can actually be a vaginal infection or a sexually transmitted disease. And so it's unlikely since you're wearing a condom, but you might pee want on to this stick. Stop it. Stop it. Where's my? I don't even read or riding crop.
Hit me with a squeegee, Drew. I might like it.
Can I ask you guys one more thing?
Yeah.
What's up with these guys calling up about these making up names for masturbation and stuff? Can they come up with anything better than what they've been coming up with? I mean, come on.
I don't know. Let's talk to a guy that's given 6 girls bladder infections.
Evidently not, Mr. Sensible.
Where would we go now? Should we talk to? Why is everybody calling about this? Real quick, Joe. What's up?
Hello.
Hi, Joe.
How you doing, Loveline?
Good, Joe.
Okay, my name for female masturbation is the Nubile Tango.
Thank you. Okay, this is Derek. Derek, you're on Loveline.
Yeah, I have been having sex, within the last 2 years, and I've only done chicks that I haven't really cared for or anything.
Good plan.
Yeah, but so I finally met this chick that I think that we been dating for a while, and I think she likes me too, but I don't know how to tell her I want to have sex with her.
How long? A couple of months you've been dating?
No, actually, it was about a month.
You don't know how to tell her?
I got to just tell you, the Antioch College has got this political correctness thing, this list of rules of what you're supposed to do about the correct way to have sex with a woman, and you have to say to a woman, "Hi, may I put my hand on your breast? May I stick my tongue down your throat? May I do this stuff?" That's lame, okay? I know that's the way you're supposed to do. Otherwise, it's considered date rape, okay? Guys are nervous when they're making their move. And if a guy has got to ask permission before he does these things, what you do, Derek, is you kiss the girl. If she seems to
No. I don't mean I can't do it or anything. It's just I don't know how she exactly feels about it.
Derek, listen to me. Listen to me, Derek, okay?
All right.
You kiss the girl. You slowly start to touch the girl. If the girl tells you to stop, you back off.
Yeah, but...
And then you try again, okay?
Yeah,
you always give it a second try. If she says stop, Derek, you stop, okay? You stop. And if she doesn't say stop, then keep on going. You might say to her, "Hey, do you mind if I do this kind of stuff?" But if you go up to a girl and you say, "Hey, can I have sex with you?" she's probably going to say no.
Yeah, I mean, so I've never had a problem with that before. Just I'm afraid that if I do that and she does say stop, that she might not like me anymore or anything.
Dude, if she says stop and you hang out with her that whole night and you take her out another night, she's going to dig you more. Totally.
On the other hand, if you do something that she hasn't expressly shown interest
in, but you know what I mean?
She's really not going to like
it. If you take this girl out and she says she doesn't want to have sex, there's 2 ways to do it, okay? And Adam is going to play the 2 ways right now, okay?
I'm going to play both?
Yes, you're going to show the correct way and the wrong way, okay?
Right.
I'm a girl, okay?
Right, okay.
No, Adam, I do not want to have sex with you.
Shut your yapping, bitch.
Now he's going to show you the wrong way.
Wait, what? Was that the wrong way?
That or come on, honey. Oh, come on.
Okay. I'll do it. We'll try it again. Go ahead. Sorry.
You cannot have sex with me, Adam.
That's okay because sometimes I just need to be held as well.
Right. Okay.
You understand?
And still call her back.
Okay.
Dude, you're acting like you like this girl, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was the first chick that I that I really like.
Well, if you like her, then if she doesn't want to have sex with you, take her out again.
All right.
Just try it.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, no, Ricky's right. It's like you're playing football.
Oh, God.
Now, listen. You catch a pass on the 10-yard line, you run for the other goal line. If someone tackles you, they tackle you. If you go all the way and spike the ball, great, you got a touchdown. But you wait till someone tackles you.
It's
you
not
get
like
started.
football. The one person is always trying to run to the other ones. That would be it's like football, except when somebody tries to run from you, you just let them go.
Huh?
You don't try to tackle them. Never mind. This doesn't make any sense. We're going to go to some commercials, okay? Welcome back to Loveline. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. 568-3191. Listen, I am going to give, at the ending of the show, my email address and an address if you guys want to write to me, because if you haven't heard, tonight is my last show on Loveline, and I want to just take this opportunity to thank a couple of the callers that have always, like, Pimp Life.
Oh, God.
The Winnebago guy, the jump rope terrorist.
The city of Ukaipa.
The city of Ukaipa.
The city of
I want to
Turlock.
also say that, you know, right on to KOME in San Jose, because they were like the first station to pick up Loveline syndicated, and from what I heard, and 91X in San Diego, what I heard, the ratings like skyrocket. It's like the #1 show, highest ratings they've ever had at night. So right on to those stations, and all the new stations that are taking on Loveline. I want to thank the No Love Cherub Barry guy, who started his own like little Loveline email fan club. Very, very cool. And what other people? I want to thank Holly for the queef calls. That was the one thing that Ann was very happy knowing that my demise is the solidifying of never having a queef contest. The queef for beef. And what other callers have been really big parts of this show?
Well, I like
RT.
Oh, my.
Wow. How many of you guys remember RT, longtime listeners? RT that had his song,
The Condom Song.
When I get it up, I got to put it on. Want to thank all those people. And there's a couple, like, people that I'm going to thank as we get towards the end of the show. But I just want to thank those callers, because those are always, like, a really thing. As I remember Loveline, that I'll always remember those people. And for people that are tuning in early, I'm leaving the show on good terms. I'm not fired. I'm on to different things. And everybody that works from KROQ in L.A. and all the people that work on the show are awesome. So I just want people not to get any weird things.
I want to thank you, Ricky, for bringing Pennywise up. And
Pennywise? They threw up on Dr. Drew?
That was a wonderful experience, and I would never have had that.
Me and Adam are still going to work together booking some certain surprises for you. And I also, just so you know, I gave everybody as my parting gift squeegees and potpourri. And Adam, you will use your squeegee, and it makes it not gay because you'll be hanging your squeegee up, right?
No, it's because you
gave it. I gave it to him.
Because you gave it to me, yeah. It'll be an homage to you
Which
every
reminds
time.
me also, we want to thank Scott over at K-Rock for doing the board for all these
the
years.
The gay thing reminded you of Scott?
What? Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
I know.
Let's talk to Anna from wherever you are from. Anna, you're on Loveline.
Hi. I have a question. I was with this girl this weekend, and she had chlamydia, and I was wondering if I could have contracted it.
Through just an oral genital contact?
Yeah.
You went down on this girl?
And she went down on me.
You know what I love, and that's the part of the show that I'll take with me. The way that I said, you went down on this girl, and she said, yeah, and she went down on me.
Yes, it's possible, but it would have to be, though, present in her mouth or her throat, and that's fairly uncommon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is chlamydia, once you have it, do you always have it?
No.
Do you think I should set them up with Bill?
Wasn't she treated?
Bladder disease guy?
I know that she had it at one point.
No, I'm sure she's treated now. And in fact, now the treatments are fairly effective. They can get it down to really a one-dose treatment for chlamydia.
When did you guys discuss this, by the way?
What?
Don't you think you should have had this discussion before?
Yeah, we kind of did, but I wasn't. I mean,
she wasn't clear. She wasn't clear
I
on
knew
the.
before.
You
we
weren't.
Never actually. I don't know.
You weren't clear on the details.
Yeah, I don't really know about chlamydia. It's one of the.
Right. Pay attention, Anna. Pay attention. Pay attention, okay?
So if you just go down there and bury your face in her crotch, with question marks floating all around your head.
Right.
All right. I'll go for that.
I'm sure you're okay.
Right now, let's talk to Gina. Gina, you're on Loveline.
Hi, Ricky, Drew, and Adam.
Hi.
Gina.
First, Ricky, I'm really going to miss you. I don't think I'll ever be able to listen to Loveline ever again.
Yes, you will, and thank you very much.
Okay. My question is, how long does an average guy last, before he comes when you're giving him a blow?
That's like that question, how many licks does it take to the Tootsie Roll center of the Tootsie Pop?
The world may never know.
Yeah, the only difference is don't bite it to find out, okay? That's the difference between that and the Tootsie Roll center.
No, but, I don't know, does it, take more than maybe 10 minutes?
For some people.
How old are you?
17.
How old are the guys that you are performing oral sex on?
He's 18.
No, it doesn't take longer than 10 minutes.
No.
No?
You won't be in his house for longer than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Like, for instance, you just talking about it, I soiled my pants, okay? So that's how long it takes, guys, okay?
I just got 2 off in the time that you said you soiled your pants.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was what it was that did it.
Long time?
What,
That's
Gina?
right.
Gina, all guys are different. I mean, you might tocar la cornet very good. I know I didn't say play
Okay,
my horn.
I have another question really quick.
What?
Is it true that when they last longer, they have better orgasms?
No.
Well, and there's a sort of building effect. I mean, to a certain degree. But let me tell you, orgasm is orgasm to anyone. Well, I was going to say any teenager, but anyone. You know what I'm saying? They're enjoying it. Believe me.
Right now, let's talk to Stacy. Stacy, you're on Loveline.
Hey, guys.
Hey, girl.
I was just wondering, it's kind of in reference to that guy that just called about how he was sleeping with all those girls and they didn't really mean anything to him, and then he found one that means something to him, but he doesn't know how to approach sex. Well, I want to know what's different with her than from the rest of the girls. Why is she special to him and they weren't?
Why would you think we would know?
Well, I don't know. I just figured you went through this when you were young.
He didn't care about offending the other ones. I mean, he didn't care if the other ones thought he was a pig. He didn't care if the other ones thought he was vulgar. But this one, he seemed to care about offending.
Well, it's more that I think he is worried about the loss of this one. That he's worried about overstepping
Well, that's what I
some
mean. He was worried that she would be offended and leave him.
Right.
Or not see him again. And so he put his kid condoms on and one at her from behind.
This is Janine. Janine, you're on Loveline.
Hi.
Hi, Janine.
Hi. I wanted to call. I heard last night that a gentleman was talking about how his girlfriend doesn't like to go down on him, and how he always wanted her to go down on him or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to ask Dr. Drew a question. I happen to not like receiving as much as I like giving.
Janine, this is a call I want to take with me. You love performing rather than
for a year and a half, and I always please him in that way, but I really feel very uncomfortable about receiving it.
Do you cook?
I have no problem.
Do you cook, Janine?
I'm sorry?
Do you cook?
Yes, I sure do.
Do you clean?
Yes.
You got a job?
Yes.
That's not a stripper?
No.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I work in retail.
Get your free junk, too.
How far can you be from Adam?
I'm sorry?
That's Adam's already taken.
All that and free junk.
And my God, his balls cut off.
But I'm wondering if there's like a reason why I don't like receiving as much, because he gets kind of upset because he wants to please me, but I'm...
It's just your preference.
Well, no, wait a minute. She could be a little self-conscious.
I am.
You are?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it is. You think maybe it smells funny or don't look right or something like that, and she's a little self-conscious.
Janine
Believe
is the
me,
goddess.
the guys don't care. They aim to please.
We
got to
go to commercials.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay. This is really sad for me. Tonight is my last night on Loveline, and Drew and Adam are going to be doing extremely well on this show, and I know that everybody's still going to listen to it, and I just wanted to repeat one more time that I'm leaving the show because I'm going to be doing my own other stuff in TV and radio, and I'm leaving on good terms, and I just wanted to thank a couple people before I leave that are one of the reasons that this show is really good. First of all, Kevin Weatherly, who's the program director over at KROQ, who we used to have a lot of meetings and tell me things on the show that we should try doing. And even though a lot of times I'm an ego guy that has a really hard time taking any kind of tips and suggestions, believe it or not, usually his tips or suggestions were right. And that really hurts. But I want to thank him because he's always been real good for the support. John Frost, who makes all those little sound effects and all the thing, and is awesome when it comes to Doom on PlayStation. And, of course, I want to thank our screeners, Sherry and Lori, who are the most awesome screeners in the world. Who else is screeners on the show? I don't know.
Ed, Lisa.
Ed, I feel so sorry because from behind, you'd almost do it because that long blonde hair. You know what I mean?
What do you mean almost?
Yeah, and Adam did. A couple people I want to thank, and I'm going to be real quick with this so I can get out of here before I just break down. I want to thank Red Devil Pizza in Monterey Park, even though they didn't bring us pizza tonight, you little bastard. It's the best pizza in America. That's right, Chicago, in America. Red Devil Pizza in Monterey Park. I want to thank Massimo, who let me and Drew do some appearances at their place. Right. Massimo's been good. I want to thank Snow Summit. What, is that bad? Why? They gave me free... We've done some K-Rock functions there. It's okay for me to thank those people.
Right. We'll thank Bear Mountain while we're at it.
Never been there. Never been there.
And
the people from Westwood One for letting us do the stuff here. And our producer Ann, who is a goddess and has proven, and me and Ann know that I've been on the rag almost as many times as she has, and that I can PMS almost as many times as Ann does. And I have to also, even though I know she's not listening, my wife was put up with more crap hearing me on the show, hearing like every time that we would have a certain type of guest on the show that I would tiptoe in hoping she was asleep.
I was kind of looking forward to bringing our wives back again on Valentine's Day this year. So
let me tell you, last Valentine's Day we had our wives on the show, and they ripped us a new a-hole.
Yeah, basically.
And enough to the point of they wrote about it in the paper.
Yeah, there was an
really?
Yeah, we had an experience.
Tired of you guys cavorting with the likes of Pat Boone?
Yeah.
Something like that. But, this is sad. I'm going to give everybody an address where they can write to me. And I'll be sending some letters back. And if you want to email me, I still have my email address at RIKIR@America Online. If you guys want to write me, I can be reached at 7095 Hollywood Boulevard, number 746, Hollywood, California, 90028. That's my P.O. box.
Say it again.
If you want to.
Say it again.
Say it again.
It's what is it? Oh, yeah. 7095 Hollywood Boulevard, 746 Hollywood, California, 90028. For anybody that listens to this show, just so you know that all the people that work on the show seriously do care about the calls. They do their best to do a good show. Loveline is an awesome show. I'm stoked that the show is now in other markets, and it's growing.
But
it's
you have
good.
been a legacy, an important part of the development of the show. Seriously. And
we have fun.
It has been a pleasure, and I'm not good at this kind of thing.
I'm getting all sad.
Yeah, I am too. And I mean this deeply, that Ann and I are experiencing a loss.
I have a partial loss. I mean, I've only
a
4-month
lost a partial
loss. No, I want to say that I got cast in kind of a weird role here, and it was a little. It was strained because I was plopped down in between you two who had been working together for a long time, and Riki and I, because I was plopped down in this sort of awkward situation, weren't able to completely bond like maybe we would have if we just met each other snowboarding or something like that.
Right.
But I have grown to like him. I have grown to respect him, and see that see his strengths. And it's just a class act. And, I just want to say that.
Just so anybody knows, the reason that this might sound really boring and kind of like corny is that sometimes rumors start when people leave jobs.
Right.
And especially in the entertainment business, and people say stuff like, oh, well, he left because he and Adam didn't get along, or him and Drew fought, or he didn't like... The reason I'm leaving is I'm doing other stuff, and I'm going to always check in with these guys, and I'm always going to ask for free concert tickets, and this is a good show, and whatever type of radio thing I do, I will make sure that I'm not on the same time as Loveline, because I sure in hell wouldn't want to compete with it.
I'm sure, though, our listeners will have no trouble finding you in both
friggin'
media.
Better.
In both
They better.
No, I mean, you'll be out there.
Well, we have a minute. Now we can't take another call.
I wonder if Ann had something to say.
I'm sad. I'm really gonna miss you.
It's sad. This is a good show, and I just want to thank everybody. And you know what? When I get home in about a half an hour or something, I'm going to sign on to AOL, who I still don't get for free, I might add, and we'll do the LOSS in the private chat rooms.
We've never talked about that on the syndicated show.
No, we have. I tried it. It was a disaster because the rooms only take 20 people, and as soon as a room fills, go to LOSS 1, and when that fills, go to LOSS 2, and we had like 14 rooms going. Wow. So I'm just going to be bouncing from rooms, and I'll tell everybody, pretty much what I told you, but I'm just going to say Loveline's a great show. I'm leaving it to do other stuff, but, I'm still a big fan of the show, and I want to thank everybody that's listened to it, and I want to thank that the main thing is that for 2.5 years, I wasn't that guy that was on MTV, which is a friggin' blessing. I was the guy that hosted Loveline, and that was what I was. And on to other things. Everybody, thanks for listening. Adam and Drew are going to be taking over the controls from now on Loveline. It's still going to be an awesome show. Once again, thank you, and you rock, and the screeners and everybody that's part of Loveline. On behalf of myself, Riki Rachtman,
Dr. Drew,
and Adam Carolla,
good night, and thanks again.
You have been listening to Loveline. The opinions expressed by Riki Rachtman, Dr. Drew, Adam Carolla, or anybody else on this program are not necessarily anyone's. Loveline producer, Ann Wilkins.